Hi guys, how are you doing? Welcome back to Just Sophia. So guys, in our last video, we talked about the different ways of making money online. We talked about 3 things, and one of them was freelance writing. If you didn't watch that video, it will appear up here. Please go and watch it before you come back to this one. So now you have decided that writing is your cup of tea and you want to do this either full-time or part-time, but you don't know where to start. This is your video and this is your lucky day. So we are going to talk about how to get started with freelance writing. So guys, my name is Judith. If you are new here, please consider subscribing to this channel if making money online or personal finance videos are of interest to you. So click the red button to subscribe to the channel, click the notification bell, and let's make money. Yeah. So now before we get started on how to start as a freelance writer, there are some things that I would like you to know as a newbie in freelance writing. As a freelance writer, you will be working remotely as an independent contractor. So you will not be answerable to anyone. Let me say that, but of course you'll be answerable to your clients. So you need to have some kind of discipline, of course. So you'll not be working on location. If you'll have an office, it's because you yourself has set that aside as your own office, but now you'll not be reporting to someone in an office setting. So that is number 1. Number 2, as a freelance writer, you'll be writing in different niches. So you'll produce different kinds of content. We have newsletters, we have blog posts, we have website content, we have social media content, we have advertisements, we have newspapers, and much, much more. So while some people prefer to go for a particular niche, they prefer to specialize in a particular niche, others write in a wide range of niches. And of course, I can advise you that when starting out, it's advisable to write in different niches so that you can see which ones suit you, so that you can maybe later on branch and concentrate on those ones. So the different niches, some of them include home improvement, health and fitness, web design, make money online. Yeah, it is a niche. Personal finance is also a niche. Pets. Like there are so many e-commerce, so many different things. You can write content in so many different things. So those are the 2 things that you need to know when you're starting out. So now let's go to how to get started now as a freelance writer. The first thing that you need to know is to do some research about freelance writing. If you have clicked on this video, kudos. You are on your way to learning something about freelance writing. The good thing is that a simple Google search will give you all the information that you need to get started as a freelance writer. Yes. You can also opt to go for training or mentorship. When I was starting out, I paid someone 1,000 Kenya shillings for training. Although when I look back, I can say that it wasn't worth it. But anyway, the good thing, if you find someone who is willing to walk the journey with you, definitely it's better than walking alone. So number 2, you need to ensure that you have the right tools of trade. And that includes a laptop or computer, good internet connection, of course. When working online, that comes in very handy. You don't want to be searching for something for 2 hours instead of 2 minutes or 1 second, right? So good internet connection, it's at the top of the list when it comes to tools of trade for this. Then we have Grammarly, especially for us who are not native English speakers. It comes in handy when trying to check your spellings and your grammar. We also have plagiarism checker, It is also important when you're starting out. So those are the things that you need for starters. Maybe later on you might add more to that as you continue growing in the industry or as the clients demand. It is also good to have a website, but now this is something that maybe you can consider later on. Having a website will help you showcase your work, because now clients want to see your previous work for them to be able to trust you with their work. So it is good to have somewhere where you can be directing them to go and view your work. Yes. You also need a business email address and a video conferencing site. I don't know. Is it a site or an account like Skype? Because now you'll be working for different clients, both nationally and internationally. So now an email address and this video conferencing tool are the ways in which you'll be communicating with the client. So they are very important in this. And then, of course, you'll need a bank account for receiving your payment. Online, we have PayPal, which is the most widely used. And then we have Payoneer. Opening those accounts is very simple. You just go there and then follow the instructions. Yeah, so those are the things that you need as the tools of trade. Number 3, I have written them down. I always write my points down because I don't want to miss any. I don't want to finish a video then realize that I have missed something. So that is why I write them on a piece of paper. Understand the current writing styles. That is number 3. So you need to understand that different clients will require you to write in different styles. The way you write for this client is not the same way you will write for the next client. But now the good thing is that most clients will let you know which writing style they prefer, whether it is a friendly one for blog posts, or a more professional one for web content, or medical journals or something like that. So while some clients prefer a much friendlier tone, others prefer a professional one. And then, of course, some will want you to include helpful links, whether it is internal or external, so that, and also others will prefer shorter sentences so that it can make the content more scannable. All those things you learn as you go by, and also it is good to always incorporate the client's revision edits. Yeah. So when a client sends back some edits, you make sure that you use it in the next submission so that you can continue growing as a freelance writer. So that is number 3. Number 4 is now to start looking for clients. And I will cover this much more in the next in my next video on where to find writing clients. But now, of course, you can sign up to freelance sites, platforms like Upwork, Fiverr. You can check on ProBlogger. You can also work under a local client. That is how I started out. I started out by working for someone just within Kenya, in Kenya, yani. Okay, so you can work with under someone who has a lot of work and they want to subcontract. I think that is the best way, because by the time you are reaching a place where you can now source for those international clients, you will be much better than the way you started. So you can work under someone, and of course, as you move on, they will be correcting your work, and you will have an opportunity to improve. Yes. And then another thing, or this may be the last point, you work on improving your writing skills. By the way, like everything else in this world, you cannot be an excellent writer. Like, you cannot be the best of the best. You will find that every time you find a client, they require something different from the one you were working with before. So you have to keep on improving your writing skills. There's always room for improvement. Yeah. So you need to continue learning about sentence construction. Again, I come to those of us who are not native English speakers. Learn about vocabulary, avoiding fillers, increasing your vocabulary, avoiding obvious grammar mistakes, because that can really cost you. And then above all, a good writer. Remember, a good writer is a good reader. So you have to continue reading, keep reading. And it's also good to read other people's work so that you can know what they are doing better than you. That will also help you to improve. So guys, I hope this video has been helpful to you. In our next video, we will discuss the different websites where you can find writing work. I hope you stay tuned. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Click the notification bell and see you on the next one. Bye.